And welcome to Rebecca's Beauty Escape. Thank you for joining me. I am excited to be sharing with you tonight some information about how to prevent and repair and reverse sun damage. That is something that we all notice eventually. And sometimes we notice it when we're younger, sometimes we notice it when we're older, but definitely sun damage is something that we are going to experience, and we're not necessarily going to like what we see. So, tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you about our Mary Kay products, and in particular, our Time Wise Repair skincare, our Time Wise Repair facial peel, and also our clinical solutions retinol zero point 0.5. So, we're going to talk about skincare, we're going to talk about masking, and we're also going to talk about retinol, about dermo-cosmetics. And together, with a nice, simple routine, you can get amazing results. So, if you have your sample pack, and in particular, if you happen to have a Time Wise Repair sample pack, you can follow along at home by using the products at the same time that I use them. The only thing that you won't have in your sample pack is the pure retinol, but I'm going to talk about that while our facial peel is working. So, with this beautiful sample set, this is available for any client who wishes to experience Mary Kay products on their own skin. And I encourage you to ask your consultant for a sample pack because you know what? With a sample pack, you really get to try before you buy, but you also get to learn how to use the products. And you get to understand the features and the benefits about the products. And all of those are important. So, we're going to make educated decisions. We're going to know how to use products. And we're going to be able to really make a decision that we feel comfortable with in terms of what set or what individual item you would like to add to your skincare routine. So we're going to start out with the Time Wise Repair set. And there's actually 5 pieces in this skincare set, and it is so beautiful. And it's interesting because I do have a lot of clients who transition from the Miracle set to the Repair set, usually around the age of 50. But it could be 10 years earlier or it could be 10 years later. And so, whatever works for you, that's what we get to customize with your skincare routine. So, the Time Wise Repair Set is beautiful. I mean, it looks beautiful in your bathroom, but it's also beautifully designed so that step by step, you're going to get all the benefits of a repair skincare set. So, again, if you've got samples, we're going to start out with the cleanser. And the cleanser is just, it certainly a little teeny tiny bit goes a long way. So in your sample pack, cut that open and just try a little tiny bit. I'm going to suggest half a Smartie. So with the Time Wise Repair Foaming Cleanser, it's like a two-in-one product. It's like a cleanser and a toner all in one. So you can't skip steps, got to keep it honest, right? And so you just take a little bit. And personally, I like to add water to it right away. So my other hand has water on it, and I'm just going to start to add water to it right away because then I start to get a foaming of the cleanser in my hands, and then I simply get to go upwards and outwards all over. I do like to avoid the eye area, and I also don't bother doing the lips with this cleanser, but upwards and outwards all over. And this is removing dirt, makeup, and grime. So you can, of course, work in the neck area. And it makes such a difference if you actually do your skincare in your neck area. It just absolutely soaks it up, and you will notice a big difference in the way the neck area feels and the way it looks. So when we look at the idea of preventing and repair and reversing sun damage, the first key is to have a good routine. And again, keeping it as simple as we can, but at the same time, making sure that we have steps in there that are really important. And of course, we all know that cleansing our face is important. However, Sometimes we tend to, skip that step. So I want to encourage you to, at night, wash your face earlier in the evening if you find that you're too tired once you've relaxed and put your feet up. And, then when you're ready for bed, you're just about stumbling into bed because you had a really full day. So wash your face earlier in the evening. And then at night, you will not be skipping that skincare routine. Then in the morning, you might decide to have a cleanser in your shower. So honestly, if you had two cleansers on the go in your bathroom, one in the shower and one by the sink, you're just going to find that they're going to last twice as long, but then you won't forget to use it in the morning. So this is the Time Wise Repair Foaming Cleanser. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a couple of things. We're going to get into the facial peel, and then we're also going to get into the pure retinol. So in your sample set, you've got the facial peel as a separate item. It's called Time Wise Repair, and it is a chemical exfoliator, perfectly smooth on your skin. So what I would love for you to do at home is to actually take that product and snip it open. Again, there's lots in the sample. So you might just decide to use, maybe half of what's in the little sample pack. And then that way you get to save the rest for another time. Awesome to do a mask or exfoliating twice a week. So with the Time Wise Repair Facial Peel, when we look at how it comes, it actually comes in a beautiful big bottle with a pump. And anybody who's watched my videos knows that I love pumps. And so with this particular product, you've got the ability to dispense just a small amount. And there's so much product in here. Beauty hack, share it with your feet. Your feet are going to love it. If you actually put a facial peel on your feet and relax for 15 minutes and then rinse it off, your feet are going to be incredibly happy, tingly, fresh, soft, pampered. It's just such a great beauty hack. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this product on half my face. And I'm going to explain why in just a moment. So half my face is going to get the facial peel, and it really just feels like a moisturizer, and it disappears like a moisturizer as you apply it. So again, I'm avoiding the eye area and I'm avoiding the lips, and I'm going to do this on half my face. So at home, I would suggest that you do it on your whole face. Avoid the eyes, avoid the lips, and enjoy how that just soaks right in. Can't even see it. Like I said, it's just like a moisturizer. The reason that I'm suggesting that for me, I just do it on half my face because I am going to coach you on this other product that is very important to repair and reverse sun damage. And that is the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions Retinol zero point 0.5 set. So, Clinical Solutions is a dermo-cosmetic. That means that it's not just skincare, but it actually gives visible results very quickly. And so you actually will have improvements in your skin, and you're not going to need to have, cover up in order to perhaps hide sun damage. So the idea is with a dermo-cosmetic is to actually repair and reverse sun damage. So, Clinical Solutions Retinol zero point 0.5, that means that it's 0.5% retinol. And I want to show you a little video, and then I'm going to talk to you about our retinization process and the difference between exfoliating with something like a facial peel and using retinol. And this is really important. And that's what I love about Mary Kay, is teaching and sharing. So I'm going to share let me see, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to choose a tab, and I have a video all lined up for you. And I'm going to I'm going to remove. Okay, good. So I've got that shared with you. So I'm excited. And I'm going to go full screen.
You can't stop time. but there is an ingredient clinically proven to help prevent and even reverse the visible signs of skin aging. Pure retinol. Introducing Mary Kay Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5. In an independent study, skin smoothness improved by over 100%. Skin radiance increased by over 400%. With pea-sized potency, a tiny drop is all it takes to see visible transformation. Amplify your age fight. New to high-concentration retinol? With the Retinol 0.5 set, you'll get the serum plus a soothing facial milk ideal for first-time users. Clinical Solutions dermo-cosmetics skincare, only available through your Mary Kay independent beauty consultant.
Awesome. Okay, I do love that video because it really is just so simple. And what happens is that you've got multiple results by using retinol. Yes. And we've got a retinization process that you can go through to introduce your skin. So I've got the retinol set up here above me. And again, the set itself is 2 steps. So what that means is that you've got pure retinol and then you've got the calming milk, the calming facial milk. And it's perfect as you go through the retinization process, which really is quite simple. It is an 8-week introduction. So if you've tried retinol before and found that it didn't quite agree with your skin, it could have been too strong, too fast, too soon. So by slowing it up and actually adding in the facial milk as part of your retinization process, the introduction of pure retinol to your skin, you're going to find that it's actually going to be no problem at all. So one of the things that I would like to do is to demonstrate the retinol tonight, but here's a really good opportunity for me to hit that ball home. When you use the facial peel or any other product that exfoliates your skin, whether it's a chemical exfoliator or a physical exfoliator, when you use the facial peel, you don't use the retinol. So it's like one or the other. So if you love doing a mask or rubby scrubby mask in the shower, perfect. Just don't do your retinol that night. Give your skin a break. And so I've done the facial peel on one side, and on the other side, I'm going to show you the retinol. So the 8-week retinization process is really, really simple. What you do is you take your pure retinol and you add that to the palm of your hand, and then you take your facial milk and you mix it in. So you've got the 2 together and you mix them together and then you apply it to your skin. And you know what? For the first 2 weeks, you're only using this once a week. That's it. Mixed and only once a week. Then after another 2 weeks, you're going to still do just once a week, but instead of mixing it, you're actually going to apply it with your retinol first, followed by the facial milk. So on this side of my face, I am going to apply the pure retinol. And again, here's that trick. You want to avoid the eyes and avoid the lips. So I'm applying the pure retinol. And you see, I have sun damage here, very likely from being a passenger in the car. And then this side is very likely from driving. And because I tend to be more of a driver than a passenger through much of my life, I have definitely more sun damage on this side. So I'm applying this, and what I'm doing is I'm again putting it all over, but because I've already been through the introduction of retinol to my skin, the retinol goes first, and then if I choose, I get to add the facial milk. Now the facial milk is lovely because it's super light, and what it's doing is it's calming your skin so that as the retinol, which is the pure vitamin A, gets to work and your skin gets acclimatized to the skin, this is going to help to soothe. It's going to help with any dryness or flakiness. and it's going to help with any redness. Now, those are all temporary, and for some people, they have those things happening during the 8 weeks, and for other people, they just don't notice any difference. But remember, just want to hit home with this. If I'm doing retinol, I am not exfoliating on that particular day. So really just, take the 8 weeks to introduce your skin. Here is a before and after, and I'm excited to show you this because really the difference that you see after 8 weeks gives you so much inspiration to then continue. So what we're looking at is a real difference in the tone, the texture, the fine lines and wrinkles, and the uneven, sun damage. And it's quite a difference after 8 weeks. And that's what a dermo-cosmetic is. It makes a visible difference in your skin. So with your pure retinol, again, you're going through the retinization, you're introducing your skin nice and slowly, kind of like getting into a good workout program. And then after the 8 weeks, you get to find your rhythm. So one of the things that I enjoy is hearing back from my clients and finding out, are you using this 3 times a week in the evening? Maybe, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Are you using this 5 times a week in your evening routine? Monday to Friday, every night, and take a break on the weekends? Or are you actually using it 7 days a week? You will find your rhythm, and your skin will tell you what it likes. There are some other important things to note when you are using retinol. So the first one, I'm going to hit home again, is that when you have an exfoliator, you're not using the retinol. It's just too much for your skin. And the other thing to remember is that it's very, very important to use an SPF, because the retinol is actually working with rejuvenating the surface of the skin. And there's 2 reasons you want to use an SPF that are just easy off the top of my head. The first is that you've got this nice fresh skin that might be a little bit more sensitive to the sun, so you need to protect it with an SPF. And the second is, if you're going to take the time to repair the damage at night, and you don't use sunscreen, the sun is just going to bring back the skin damage again. It's just going to continue to enhance. And remember, the UVA are the aging rays, and the UVB are the burning rays. So we do definitely want to protect our skin against that harmful UVA and UVB that are in the sun. So as we look at this time-wise repair set, all we've done so far is the cleanser. So we've started with the skincare set, and then we've moved out of that set, and we've looked at exfoliating. Do we want to exfoliate? And definitely to get rid of and slough off all that dry, dead skin and leave your skin feeling really soft and smooth and clean. That is an amazing feeling. And remember, you can use this on your feet. But we also might want to repair and reverse sun damage. And I really feel that the Clinical Solutions Retinol zero point 0.5 set is the key to doing that. And again, here's the before and after so that you're getting results. Now, this is just after 8 weeks of the initial retinization process. So imagine, as you continue to do this on a regular basis. So when we look at our skincare set, again, done the cleanser. Now I'm going to go through and finish off with the rest of the set. So on this side, I have done the retinol. I'm not going to wash that off. But on this side, I did the facial peel. The facial peel is that chemical exfoliator. So of course, anytime you do an exfoliation, you do need to rinse it off. And for some people, they love that stuff. And for other people, it's just too much work. Remember that the retinol is working with the fine lines and wrinkles. It's working to smooth the surface of the skin. So it's kind of like an exfoliator. It's kind of like a line reducer. It's kind of like an even out the skin tone. And then with that facial milk, it hydrates your skin as well. So I'm just touching my skin to remember which side I have to rinse off. So this is the facial peel. So if you have this sample at home, I would suggest now is a great time to rinse that off if you've tried it. And if you haven't tried it, then what you could do, it's so funny. My second light bulb always kicks in at some point, but I never know when it is. It's like it's on a timer, and but it's not. It's just it just kicks in eventually. All right, so we are all set. Now, I'm not going to add the retinol to the side because I exfoliated tonight. I'm going to go back into the Time-Wise Repair set, and I'm going to work with the lifting serum. So the lifting serum, again, has a pump. Yay, love this. And the lifting serum is designed to go in the triangle of youth. So it's designed to go in this area, triangle of youth, down your décolleté to give a nice lift. And I've recently been working really hard to eat smart and exercise more. And so I feel like I don't want this to kind of get all saggy, as I tone up my body. So I'm hoping that by remembering to use the lifting serum in the triangle of youth, that the change that I'm experiencing is not going to be so dramatic that my jowls are draggy. Now, the next thing is I love to do an eye cream at this point, because then what I find is that I remember the eye area, and I've really worked hard to steer clear of the eye area with the exfoliating and with the retinol. So I want to add product into the eye area. And again, I really love to use my ring finger and just gently pat in the eye area. So coming under, coming over. And this Time-Wise Repair eye cream is absolutely luxurious. Love it. And it's got this really cute applicator, which I could actually use to massage, and it's very cool. Cool as in cold on the skin. It feels really, really nice. So I personally love this eye cream at night because when I wake up in the morning, my eye area feels just absolutely hydrated and soft. So behind me, I also have the night cream and the day cream, and you can see the set above me here. So day cream with an SPF 30. Again, SPF is a must. If you're going to take all this time to take care of your skin, make sure that you've got an SPF. Our day cream in this set has an SPF 30. Then we've got the night treatment, and this night treatment actually has retinol as well. So even if you're not using the clinical solutions, this Time-Wise Repair set does help to reverse sun damage. But the retinol in here is encapsulated, and that means that it's gentler on your skin and it's a slow release. So we've got a nice airless pump, and I press down and the product came out here. So you've got nice, fresh night cream coming out. It has not been exposed to the air. And I'm applying that all over top of the retinol, over top of the lifting serum. And that is going to hydrate my skin. And again, with the encapsulated retinol, it's going to help to do the repair while I sleep. Don't forget your neck and your décolleté. It makes a huge difference. So we're just about done, and I hope that you had a chance to follow along with your samples and that your skin is feeling amazing. What I would love to do now is just a quick summary here. And it's interesting, I forgot all my little banners tonight. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the banners. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how to earn $100 in free product. So $100 free if you party with me. And what that means is let's get some girlfriends together. Let's give them their own customized sample pack. Let's have them join online as part of your Mary Kay party. And then it will be my pleasure to help you to earn $100 in free Mary Kay product from me as a thank you. And that's just the minimum. So I'm very excited about that as an opportunity. But I love having people join and watch. And you know what? You've got 48 hours after I do my video for everybody to have a chance to try the products. And then what they get to do is they get to give feedback. And so I do a little eye care chat. They can watch the replay, they can watch this on YouTube, and I follow up with them and do a quick eye care chat because women do love to give their opinion, but they also love to ask questions. And so that's what the eye care chat is all about. Finally, I'm going to just run through the products and, tell you the prices. So the Time-Wise repair set, this set is $250 for all 5 pieces, and it will last you between 4 and 6 months. So with the Time-Wise repair set, you've got the ability to really just luxuriously envelope your skin and reverse the sun damage and repair. So then what you might want to do is you might also want to try the Go Set. The Go Set is amazing for traveling. It's about 3 weeks of skincare. It also gives you 3 weeks to really get into a routine and see how this makes a difference for your skin. And I have a couple of clients who have tried samples of this recently, whether it was a Go Set or, just an individual sample, and they found that it really made a difference for their skin. And that's what I mean about trying before you buy. You get to try it in a sample or try it over a period of a few weeks. So the Go Set is $45, which is awesome. Then we've got the facial peel, and the facial peel is $70. And remember, I said that you could share that with your feet, but I really feel that the facial peel, if you only used it for your face, would at least last a year, if not more. But if you also share it with your feet, oh my goodness, it might not last as long, but your feet are going to be so happy. So finally, the Clinical Solutions Retinol. And so the Clinical Solutions Retinol is designed so that it lasts about 6 months. So the set is $135, and you do want to start out with the set as you go through the retinization process. So this will last you about 6 months. And then what happens, it kind of depends on, what your routine is after your 8 weeks of retinization. How often are you going to use this weekly? Remember, it's used at night. And then when you need to replenish, you get to decide whether you just replenish the pure retinol or whether you'd like the set with the calming facial milk. So the pure retinol itself is $85. And again, it lasts 6 months. So if you do the math, that's just such a great value. So finally, I want to make sure that you know that I always have special deals. And when you purchase and we do our eye care chat, then you get to shop half price from my special deals poster. So we're drawing to a close for March. And if you decide that you want to look at this poster and see what's on there and take advantage of shopping at a 50% discount, let me know and I'll run through how that works. So we are done with our beauty escape, focusing on preventing and repairing and reversing sun damage. And I hope that I explained it in a manner that makes sense. We've got our skincare set, which we use every day, twice a day. We've got a facial peel, which is a great option for exfoliating. And you might use that a couple of times a week, maybe Wednesday and the weekend. And then we've got our pure retinol set, which is actually something that is used on a very regular basis. We go through the 8 weeks of retinization and very slowly introduce it to your skin. And after the 8 weeks, you decide how often you use it. I like to use it 3 times a week. Others like to use it 5 times a week. You just find your rhythm. And of course, the retinol is always at night. And then you won't forget to use your SPF in the morning, right? I know you won't, because you're going to be thinking about me and be like, oh, I have to protect my skin. So I want to wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'd love your comments and I'd love to hear back from you. And I would love to host a virtual party with you and your girlfriends and get everybody samples to play with. Goodie bags, kind of like a party, a virtual party with goodie bags at the start rather than goodie bags as you say goodbye. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye for now.